So the battery died, and that's why the stream went down, because I didn't have the cable connected. And no, actually, it was the Illuminati. They shut me down. They they don't like hearing negative things about LaCroix because they have to cycle the fashion back around in about 30 years when we're in nostalgia for the 90s again. By my calculations, we'll be nostalgic for the 90s in about 30 years, maybe 35 years. And we'll be buying full jogging suits of the LaCroix or LaCroix or however you say it, design pattern. And anyways, I didn't get to, the thing died before I could really finish my thought about LaCroix, and why that reminds me, that drink reminds me of this nasty shit. And LaCroix, it's just this fucking garbage. It's like diet sewer water in a can, and it's whenever somebody buys it, it makes me angry. Somebody buys it, and I see the case on their table in their kitchen or at the campsite at Burning Man, and it's on the table. And I'm like, what is this shit doing on my table? You know how strict I am about my camp here at Burning Man? Look around, there's rules. There's rules here at Burning Man because we're so serious about what we're doing. There are rules to be followed, okay? There's a whole economy and a whole vibe and attitude, and we are separate from the world. And we take that very seriously, and we don't fuck around and put LaCroix on the fucking table. You don't do that. You just don't bring LaCroix, you know? And if you bring this, you better have something to mix it with, or else I'm just going to drink it in a glass like this because it's still going to get me drunk. Oh, Jesus. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching the second video on the playback, I appreciate that too. And I need you guys to subscribe so I can get to 1,000. I need to get to 1,000. I need to see what happens, how much ad money I can make. That's all I care about is the fucking ad money. Just kidding. I want to talk to you guys in the chat. I want to see what you have to say. There's a whole world out there that I know that my horizons will expand talking to you guys and answering your weird questions. And you know, it's just it's exciting. It's the unknown. I don't know what I'm going to be faced with your questions. I don't know what you guys got for me. What challenges you may have. What avenues that you may open up. What doors you may open up to my perception. Who knows what doors I may open up to your perception. It's amazing. If you're watching this on the playback, I need you to join me live so that you can get in the chat. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be phenomenal. Yes. What else could we talk about? In the first video, before the stream cut out, we were talking about cooking bacon, the proper way to use a spatula instead of a fork, and burning your knuckles like I did. And I would just sit there and burn my knuckles and be like, damn, this sucks. This hurts. And I've been doing that for years, just burning my knuckles. I'm surprised there's any flesh left on there. They still hurt from earlier today. And I used that wooden spatula, and it was just solved all my problems other than the grease that would pop and burn my chest and stomach. We talked about Suspiria. We talked about Dario Argento. And I think he's got a new movie out on Shudder, like a Shudder original. I need to get Shudder one of these days because I'm a big horror guy. So you're in the right place if you like horror. If you want to ask me any horror questions and test my knowledge of horror. Yeah, come see what the fuck happens. Come test me. Yeah. You think you know more about horror than I do? You probably do, you fucking loser. Of course you know more about horror than I do. You loser, you just sit there and watch movies all day while I'm out living life. Just kidding. I love horror. Uh, I love that Dario Argento and George Romero would work together, and I love that. I love that whole connection of horror directors in the 80s. John Carpenter, Wes Craven, all those cool guys back in the day. I'm trying to think of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. His name is escaping me. I want to say Walter Hill, but I think that's not him. Damn, what was his name? Toby Hooper. I remembered it. Toby Hooper. Man, I love those guys. That's why I look like them. That's why I have this this hair and this beard that I do, because I'm nostalgic. I am a 1980s director. That's the look I'm going for. I'm going for, Kubrick. Kubrick looked like this. Francis Ford Coppola looked like this. Brian De Palma looked like this. Steven Spielberg had the beard. George Lucas, they all had the same look that I got going on right now. So, it's the look to do. It's the coolest fucking look. And Cafe Ole, sexy look. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for being in the chat and helping me not to feel so alone here on this blue Friday night. I wish I could. I had some old jazz to play for you. But because it's blue, maybe I could play some blues for you. Okay, enough of that. Still gotta. Thank you. I'm gonna finish this nail polish remover here. From Jim's Vineyard. This is another one. Another classic from Jim's Vineyard. This one's from 1986. This is 1986. Somehow they imported it and delivered it to the Circle K that was only around from 2008 to 2015 or whatever it was. Yeah, Jim's Vineyard here. Oh yeah. Looks like that chat is lighting up. Cafe Ole is lighting that chat up. So what else are we going to talk about? What's a random thing that comes into your mind right now that we could?
After having 4 cups of coffee.
Oh yeah, we went driving. We usually go and drive on flat old country roads, right? No twists and turns, no hills. And we go out there and we drive, and it's a very nice experience. Today we had 4 cups of coffee each. 4 cups of coffee each. And then we went driving through these hills, these fucking mountains that have oil fields in them. And then there's like these big trucks passing us, like these windy roads, and then hairpin turns. And if you make one mistake, you're going off the edge of the cliff. And it was not very, it was exciting, but it was stressful. It wasn't like our old country road drives. It just kind of like living the Americana life out in the country, just easing through those just straight and narrow roads. These were just windy and narrow. They were fucking terrifying. And I've driven them many times, hundreds of times before, but I always, you have to be very careful on them. And we saw an accident on one of them, like a few weeks ago or something, and you could tell that people just were in the turn. They were in the this blind turn, and they had just collided. They collided and knocked each other's bumpers off, and that can happen. It can happen. You just have to be over to the into the other lane just enough. And yeah, I had that thought in my head as we were driving, and it was not very pleasant. Not very pleasant at all. And then I felt sick because of all the coffee I had drank, I think. And then my just sitting in that position, wearing my tight pants, it was just cutting my blood circulation off. I was dizzy, sick, dizzy, and scared out of my mind with anxiety and stress. And all those things were not a good mix at all.
And then we didn't have any reception, so if anybody can tell us how you can have reception out in
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear her asking the question, but if anybody out there can please help us, do you know how to get perfect reception out in the hills, out in the boonies, out in a place that's like a no man's land, way away from the city, outside of the city, in the oil fields, in the hills, in a place where death can happen so suddenly, and there are vultures. You can see the vultures ahead of you, on top of you, flying above you, waiting for you to crash your car off the side of the road so they can come and pick your bones. They can pick the flesh off your bones. Oh, anyways, I was describing the place, the setting. Really, I need to ask the question: can anybody help us? Does anybody know how to get internet in places like this? Because we both have just X's through our bars, right? No bars at all, just an X. No service whatsoever.
we've got a second.
Somebody else is viewing. Welcome to the show. Drop something in the chat. Let's see who it is. Who's watching? Who is it that's watching me right now? Who are you? Hope you're enjoying this. It's just a random, this show just, I talk about random stuff. I have things planned out to talk about, but right now it's mainly random, not too much organization. It's a casual show. It's just a Friday night hangout. I'm feeling really blue. We're playing the blues here.
Let Kathy know that those were really delicious and I need the recipe.
Oh yeah, and uh, Kathy, if you're out there, so anybody that's watching, Kathy is my cousin. She always makes us delicious food. It's like Thanksgiving every day. Every day we go over to their house, and she sent home these taquitos with me. And Kathy, we're gonna need that recipe from you. Kathleen asked. She wanted to comment and say those are delicious, and if she can get the recipe from you, she needs them so that we can make them here at the house. And thank you once again, Kathy, for those taquitos. Those were delicious. Are we going to finish this nail polish remover?
Yeah, we should probably get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't feel anything yet. I feel nothing.
Do you want
I feel nothing.
margarita mix with it?
I don't want to mix that Jose Cuervo margarita mix probably will not go good with liqueur. It's like two sweet, syrupy things together. Maybe we should try it to see who vomits first.
That almost went out my nose.
Jesus. I was inspired to live stream watching McHenry Cruiser. He's a YouTuber, and I've been kind of watching his videos off and on for the past couple of years. It seems like he's an interesting guy. He's really funny, and he just turns his camera on and he's talking. He's talking to people, and it inspired me. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to turn the camera on and have a show and talk to people in the chat. That's fun, you know? And it's fun when they answer your questions in the chat, right? When somebody sends you a little message and then the guy on the screen reads it and you're like, "Hey, you know, the guy on the screen, the guy on TV read my comment." That's pretty cool. Cafe Olay says, "I just subscribed to McHenry Cruiser." Right on. There you go, Cruiser. One more subscriber. There you go. You got to send some of yours my way too. I noticed that you got quite a bit there. You got about 11,000, over 11,000 subscribers. But Cruiser's been cool to me. So, you know, I'm going to be cool to him. Oh, and I was going to mention someone else, but I won't. Uh, another YouTuber that's out there. But we won't mention this person because this person has threatened us with death before. That's right. They threatened us with death. Direct DMs, you know, threatening our lives. But this person is kind of mentally unstable though, so you know, we didn't put too much seriousness into it, but it is disturbing when somebody does that. No matter how crazy you know they are, or if you kind of feel that they're not really a threat, that's still heavy, you know, to get a death threat. It's crazy. But because of that, we kind of severed our contact with this, you know, we severed our engagements, our online engagements with this person, which was sad, you know, because we really liked this person. We like supporting this person and their show and their YouTube channel and stuff. And we had to stop doing that. It's crazy. All right, I think we're going to end the stream now. The combined time of both videos, I think, might add up to about the same time that we've been doing. We would like to do more, but we've been keeping it in the little 33-minute range. So we're going to end the stream now. We're going to let you go. We're going to let you get back to your life. And thank you for watching. And everybody that sees this in the future, thank you for watching this stream and this video and for supporting me. And I'm sending love and light, blue light, not sad blue light. I'm sending just nice, soothing light for you. And I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you are enjoying the holidays. Goodbye for now.